So with tangent, we're not thinking about things like principal axis or amplitude, but we still think of period, and in this case we have no change in period, so our period is going to be pi. We have no phase shift, which means we still have asymptotes at 2k plus 1 pi over 2. And now we had the point originally pi over 4, 1. Well, that's going to turn into pi over 4 will stay the same, but now I'm going to multiply my 2 by the 1 and then subtract 1. So that's still going to be 1, but we also had the point of 0, 0. This is going to turn into 0, negative 1. We also had the point negative pi over 4, 1. That turns into negative pi over 4. And we're also at 1. Let me think about what we got going on here. Negative pi over 4, sorry, that starts as negative 1. So negative 2 minus 1, that's going to be negative 3. Okay, so let's put in our asymptotes first. I'm going to let this time every box be, because is this the same scale? So let's try and fit more on it. So I'm going to let every box be pi over 4. So here's a pi over 2, and I'm going to put in an asymptote. So this is a pi over 4. We know we went through pi over 4, 1, 0, went through negative 1, and now negative pi over 4 goes through negative 3. So notice it's kind of like an amplitude. We've definitely stretched the graph, right? This is what we're doing here. We're stretching it, but it's not amplitude, because amplitude would be between a maximum point and a center point. This has no maximum. It goes on to infinity. So we've got pi over 2 here, negative pi over 2, and then we go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 3 pi over 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 3 pi over 2. And then we can match all of our points. The one in the center is going to be at negative 1, up at positive 1, down at negative 3. And tan just keeps repeating that way. And here's where we're seeing our 2 from the amplitude. Our negative 1 is always this sort of turning point that we have happen. So all of our graphs try and make smooth curves again. And so on and so forth.